Is it possible to beat Super Smash Bros. Ultimate without attacking? As far as I'm concerned, that means making it all the way through the World of Light story mode without ever using a normal or special attack. Jabs, tilts, aerials, final smashes, and even my all-important recovery move are completely off limits. But that's easier said than done when I'll be constantly pressing A and B due to muscle memory. Luckily, there's a built-in method to remap the controls, so I'll just get rid of this, and this, and this, and come on, Nintendo, let me play the game how I want. Fine, I'll just stick these on the D-pad. I know I'll never touch them there. Now, you might be wondering, since I've replaced all the normal and special buttons with grab, isn't a grab an attack? The answer to that is no, it's a grab, because I said so. Totally different things. Although it's not quite that simple, I'll get into all that later, but for now, suffice to say that the wonderful people at Nintendo coded the grab button with Cheeto dust, duct tape, and toenail clippings. I need some way of beating my opponents, but grabs and throws do not get me very far. For one thing, I have literally no way to attack mid-air, as pressing the grab button will just result in a dodge. Some enemies, like bosses, can't even be grabbed, so I'll need to stack shenanigans on even more shenanigans just to have a fighting chance. However, Smash Ultimate has many shenanigans built in as spirits, World of Light's central game mechanic. By equipping different spirits, I'll be able to change my attributes, granting special protective effects or even abilities like new ways to deal damage. Plus, the skill tree allows for permanent equipment of many spirit effects, with important options such as extra shield strength or throw damage. But real quick, you know what's even more important than all the upgrades and strategies I'll use? Remembering to smash dislike and unsubscribe if you find yourself wanting to hurl this video into the blast zone. I began this run on a brand new World of Light save file, choosing, of course, the hardest difficulty setting. I destroyed all spirits I had from testing, resulting in a small stack of cash that I could spend to upgrade any new ones I find. All this does is allow me to skip the process of grinding, so I don't find it problematic, although I won't be using the Spirit Board. It's separate from World of Light, but their libraries overlap, allowing me to use characters I haven't unlocked yet and get powerful spirits earlier in my run, which for a challenge like this is a big no-no. With the rules ruled upon, let's get started. In true anime fashion, Master Hand's boss comes to town and steals everyone's life essence, except for Kirby, obviously, because Sakurai has earned his right to play favorites. After making the dumbest mistake possible of not remembering to turn on my special control set, wait, hang on. I breezed through the first battle with Smokey Prog. It's a simple tutorial level, so my limited moveset didn't have much of an effect on the difficulty. I actually died to Eevee when Yoshi decided to pick up an exploding banana gun, but Celeste the Jigglypuff killed herself immediately by getting pineappled. That is the dumbest possible way I could have won. Yeah, that's what it's called when you're stuck under the stage while trying to recover. Don't ask me why the Smash community names things this way. I am just the messenger. My first attempt to unlock Mario was a close battle, but I was distracted in the final moments by a sage viewer who informed me of a method to pick up items. Normally it's impossible as it requires the attack button, but they can be grabbed by air dodging inside of one. This is a game changer. I still can't actually use items because that's triggered by attacking, but I'm able to throw them, and long-range projectiles are exactly what I need to mitigate the close-up disadvantage conferred by only grabbing. Besides, some items don't have any utility beyond being thrown or being picked up, like my starting Unira or the back shield. This tech facilitated Mario's finish and freedom, though despite his marginally better throws, I decided to stick with Kirby because those extra jumps are just so sweet. Rob the Guardian's size just made him easier to grab and pummel to death, which I really wish I knew about while playing Breath of the Wild for the first time, but afterwards I was faced with an important choice that would dramatically influence the next few hours. Villager, Sheik, or Marth. If I beat one, the other two become locked off until much later. This isn't really between the fighters though, all their throws suck and none have other special attributes that are helpful for this run. However, it does determine which battles I'll be able to access, and I had my eye on two fighters deep in Marth territory with a few extra special quirks. So, Sword Boy it is. A cheeky footstool earned me an early victory, and none of the spirit battles directly after was too bad. I died here and there. It automatically shoots me? I thought I had time. But I was still getting my bearings, and Kirby's not exactly an optimal character between his short grab range and lackluster throw power. Blaze the Cat gave me some trouble, with the lava floor making it impossible to grab most of the time, and Robin's final smash being a guaranteed death blow. But I was undeterred. We all know it's going to get so much worse than this. No! Oh, I dodged it! Okay, this is it. Yes! I was losing to Pac-Man, but his own hydrant engaged in a Shakespearean betrayal, pushing him too far away to recover and unlocking me a 4th character. While most that I find won't have any purpose in the challenge, they do drop a bunch of skill points, and I needed 10 besides Kirby to gain access to the DLC. After a couple more easy battles, I rolled straight into Roll Casket, an extremely chaotic aerial battle against an Isabelle and a Diddy Kong complemented by enough rockets to make Jeff Bezos insecure. And on my second attempt at this fight, something very interesting happened. Wait, how did I just dash attack? Whoa, 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 did you see that? It may have looked like a dash attack, but it was actually, that's right, legally a grab. Remember when I mentioned that Nintendo coated the grab button with duct tape and Cheeto dust? Well, I was only barely joking, because there's actually no such thing as a grab button in this game. It's just a fancy illusion. Instead, grabs are initiated by a macro of shield and normal attack that are pressed on the same frame, which has some wacky consequences. The attack button being activated can occasionally result in dash attacks, get-up attacks, and even short-hop aerials. I'd known about some of this before starting the run, but not how easy or constant it was to perform these actions by accident. With this, the entire challenge was called into question. Restarting every time this happens just isn't viable, as I have very little control over an input like this. So it's time for some rules clarification. Normal and special attack inputs aren't allowed, but everything resulting from the grab button is. Occasional get-up attacks are rare and weak enough that they don't really matter, but this does hypothetically allow me to spam frame-perfect short-hop aerials without breaking the rules. I decided to leave this open as a possibility, but never purposefully use them unless I got so critically stuck that I had no other choice. Even if I did, short-hop attacks are weaker than normal and I can only use them from the ground, so there's not much flexibility. After switching to Pac-Man failed to shake up the status quo of losing, no! I decided to use the extremely overpowered strategy of pay to win and simply upgraded my best primary spirit to give myself significantly better stats. And surprise, surprise, that worked! Yeah, spirit boosting is pretty vital when I have to rely on my most niche tools to win an encounter, so any extra damage or defense will ease my burden slightly. But finally, a glimmer of light appears on the horizon. My first ace in the hole, Donkey Kong. DK's Kong carry is the indisputable best throw in the game, enabling me to drag opponents around and toss them away faster than everyone forgot about Smash 4, also known as game-sponsored cheating. His favorite food might be bananas, but Mr. Monkey is going to be eating a whole lot of cheese for me in this run. I was winning with Kirby, though when DK's Final Smash came online, I knew that could all change in an instant, but one last airdrop suplex was enough to end the battle before I got jungle rushed into oblivion, unlocking this not quite as funky monkey for use in all future battles. And he got right to work, immediately slashing Slash Man and turning Squitter into a quitter. After getting absolutely washed a couple of times. Yeah, this Kong is a champion powerlifter, but when it comes to actually surviving, even when he has access to up special, DK has one of the worst recoveries in the game, so I'd better hope I can defeat my opponents before I end up in an impossible situation. To overcome these weaknesses, I knew I needed a stat upgrade, so I tried to unlock Rayman, a 3-star primary spirit. A stamina battle against Sonic is bad enough on its own, but when a nearly immortal assist trophy that can hit me across the stage has his back, no. So I kept exploring to add to my PNG collection and boop a green button that will matter later. Occasionally I came back for another round with Rayman, but was disappointed. At least Duck Hunt fell to my glorious gorilla arms, and while Shedinja's invincibility made it quite annoying to deal with, what? Game & Watch judged himself a bit too harshly and ended up regretting it. Eventually, I made it to the power plant, filled with Zapfish receptacles that could generously be described as puzzles by someone who is proud to have finished a jigsaw in 1 year when it says 2 to 3 on the box. Here, Dr. Light briefly represented a roadblock, as Mega Man was all too eager to get in the way of bashing Mario's face in. But oh yeah, it's time for some cargo cheese. The lightweight spirit allowed me to recover after punting Doc into the blast zone, entirely bypassing the battle stamina element. After zipping through a few more electrifying spirits, I unlocked Pichu with just slightly more than minimal embarrassment. But he's nothing compared to the power plant's final boss, the Great Zapfish, aka Giant Pikachu. That's literally the whole battle, a gigantic Pikachu whose electrified floor forces me to sacrifice 2 support slots on the altar of Dr. Light, without whom I wouldn't even be able to stand. But Kong Cheese doesn't work on Pikachu normally, much less when he deals double damage and can recover even farther. After 7 painful defeats, victory was nowhere on the horizon, so I decided to cut my losses and try again later. After silencing a chorus of children, I decided my spirit team finally had the power to take on Rayman. It was still far from a guaranteed victory, as demonstrated by additional dismal defeats, but eventually, for once, Fire removed Sukapan from the equation. Fire of the spicy curry and friendly varieties. With that, it was just ape versus versus Hedgehog. A magical hedgehog to be sure, but I still know who wins that matchup in nature. Yes! Yes, finally! Now a whole new section of the map is available, letting my cheese be spoiled by a Corrin cosplaying as Min. Just as well they didn't change this spirit battle. I would probably have given up right then and there if I actually had to fight Mistress Noodle Arms in this challenge. But I just needed a bit more patience to reach round 2 of everyone's favorite Gorilla versus Child. This child might have psychic powers, but we can safely ignore those because they're useless. Instead, I need Lucas's pet that doubles as a tether. When I press grab in the air, it creates an actual hitbox that I can perform repeatedly, which could be vitally important for bosses or special enemy types. It also doesn't hurt that his recovery is actually good between a massive double jump, great air dodge, and lengthened ledge grab. As I began to summit the icy mountain up north, I plowed straight into Akari Hayami, a normally unassuming 1-star spirit that becomes 10 times more powerful in this challenge. Her impact run ability only costs a single slot and gives every character a brand new way to deal damage. Niche, but I'll take any extra power I can get. Condor grounded DK a couple times by running out the clock, so it was finally time to whip out my snake. The freezy floor makes it extremely difficult to get grabs, but the extra chip damage from my Zerb was just barely enough to whittle down Ridley's health and finish him off with a grab at literally the last second. Polar bears can't fly, thankfully, so I tried to rescue the ice climbers, although getting soloed by Popo is a shame that will haunt me for many years. Luckily, he self-destructed in my next attempt, so I guess there's enough of that to go around. But even with all these new toys, I still couldn't pull out a win against the Zapfish. Instead, I made a beeline to unlock Olimar. Not because he's useful, he's a strong contender for the worst fighter in this entire challenge, but he is my 10th unlock, which simultaneously allows me to access all the DLC characters. So that's kinda cool. I immediately tried out Kazuya and Steve with the Zapfish and yeah, more failures. This fight sucks, by the way, just in case you couldn't tell from how much I've complained about it so far. I switched my focus and began to fight toward the northeast corner of the map. Every battle has a new gimmick to contend with, but even the hardest only took me a couple of tries, and most of my failures were just the result of stupidity rather than a particularly hard fight. As my character roster grew, so did my skills. Playing this way requires a significant strategy adjustment, of course, but World of Light also has a skill tree upgrade system. Most of these are impractical, such as buffing moves I can't use or marginally increasing resistance to status effects, but that contrast just makes the worthwhile ones stand out more. I might have to drill through a swamp of useless garbage to reach those, but now I could finally unlock Mighty Throw to boost the power of my core moveset. While I was at it, I grabbed the Thrown Items buff to increase my ranged capabilities. With all this extra power, I was able to still die a lot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Especially when recovery is an issue because Donkey Kong can't fly. Yet, the disappearing clouds in the Yarn Yoshi battle were especially brutal, but once I studied the stage and adjusted my strategy, it was the silly dinosaurs who found themselves falling into the void instead. Although that's not exactly a new experience for Yoshi. I was now confronted by Bowser's Castle. The Molten Fortress. What, Nintendo? Were there copyright concerns? Giga Bowser is literally the area's final boss. Whatever, I didn't actually have any trouble until I encountered Groupon, the only 2-star battle in the run that's actually kinda hard. Giant Bowser plus lava floor? There's only so much I can do, especially against his final smash. I tried multiple different spirit teams, although that didn't stop me from dying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times, but who's counting? Once I'd had enough disappointment, I began searching for a 3-star shield spirit to provide the type advantage I so desperately needed, and soon stumbled across Xerneas in the Misty Woods. I collected it second try. The slow super armor spirit I've been using to survive has the lovely side effect of making DK's recovery even worse, if that's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. With a legendary Pokemon in my front pocket, I extinguished Groudon's flame and found myself at the foot of Giga Bowser's throne. This run's first true boss battle. It's impossible to deal knockback to boss enemies, so my only option is to knock their health bars down to 0. One teeny tiny itty bitty little problem with that though, bosses can't be grabbed. They're too big. No grabs means no pummels or throws, and that means no damage. At least not with my main Monkey Man, but this is exactly why I unlocked Sean Spencer and Satan, I guess? I've never played Tekken. Now, I did learn earlier that it actually is possible to do normals with Kazuya by pressing the grab button, because he has a stupidly complicated input system that's way too much to explain right now and basically changes his entire control scheme. But that's not why I care about him. Abusing that feature would clearly go against the intent of the challenge. Instead, it's time to bring out my secret weapon, emotional abuse. Every fighter has 3 taunts in addition to their normal moveset, so that online spammer really feels pure hatred when you absolutely dunk on them. Except they're disabled online because Nintendo can't stand it when their customers have fun. Normally, these are completely inconsequential. Taunting will lock you into an utterly useless animation, allowing nearby enemies an easy opportunity. But a few rare examples actually have a hitbox attached, all of which are laughably useless when playing the game normally. But I refuse to play games normally, and Kazuya's side taunt is the best of them all, with a whopping 20 plus damage. And because it's not mapped to the normal or special buttons, this is completely legal. I mean, I do make the laws here, but still. None of my attempts with Lucas came anywhere close, so Kazuya was confirmed as the best option when I got a PB on my very first attempt with him. Wait, Kazuya's taunt is actually carrying so hard right now. But that didn't mean it would be easy. Mishima's taunt has some major disadvantages. Unlike normal, useless taunts, it can't be cancelled, so even though scary Demon Bowser's attacks are slow and simple to dodge, there's no guarantee that it will conclude in time for me to actually avoid damage. To give myself a boost, I equipped a spirit to increase my punching power and began starting with the Unira item, which, with savvy positioning, can passively chip away at the boss's health throughout the battle. These strategies, along with mapping taunt to a more readily accessible button, definitely helped, but it still wasn't enough to just breeze through to an easy win. There's really no substitute for learning which openings are safe and how best to dodge these gigantic attacks. But after 22 attempts across an hour of grinding, this happened. Okay, that's a bad start. At least he's getting hit by Unira here. Could be worse, about half health, and I've only taken 30%. Roll behind. Good, good. I should roll through him more often. That's actually a really good strat. I just need to roll twice. This might be on par with my best attempts so far. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. I shouldn't have attacked there. How did that hit behind him? He does not have much health. If I can avoid getting hit, it might be doable. Oh no. Is that... Okay, that's not death. So close to death, but not quite. Okay, that could be it. Yes! Giga Bowser beaten with only Kazuya taunts. Oh, that was so stressful. Woo! We still have a lot to go, but it is a good start. That is the first boss beaten without any attacks. With a boss defeated, it's now time to take on the boss, who actually isn't a boss at all, but instead a 4-star spirit. This is a tough battle normally, and I knew my many severe disadvantages would make it even worse. So I quickly cooked up an optimal spirit team and steeled myself for this challenge's toughest fight so far. I don't think the time limit's gonna matter too much. There's 2 whole minutes. It's just the... Oh. Victory! Well, that was easy. I don't really know what else to say. I am so good at this game. Well, no complaints here. Now I've got an awesome spirit to back me up, and to sweeten the deal, she comes with the strong throw modifier. Perfect. Although, while we're at it, might as well grab that in the skill tree too. Now I've got what it takes to destroy Giant Pikachu. Oh, come on, I could have cheesed him with a missed tech this whole time? At least it's finally over with. After ejecting Emmerich into the blast zone, I gained access to Base. Yeah, that's what it's called. Not the base, or a secret base, or even math basement. Base to Nintendo? All the spirits and puzzles in here are an absolute cakewalk, so it's only once I made it to the end of Gallium's Gauntlet that the true test transpired. Oh boy, let's go! Boss fight time again! Robo Rhino certainly isn't easy, but I benefited greatly from my experience with Giga Bowser and my brand new OP spirit team. Rolling through his legs was much less consistent than before, which made positioning myself behind him quite annoying. And his hurt boxes aren't exactly clear, leading to plenty of whiffed attacks. I mean, taunts. Obviously they aren't attacks because this is this is a no attack run, but on the whole, this is a much easier battle than the previous boss. With no danger of falling off, there's more room to dodge, and the safe spaces of his attacks are much clearer and easier to exploit. In the end, it only took about half the previous time and attempts to achieve... Finally dodged the grab. Please don't hit me, missiles. Okay, more missiles. I can deal with this attack. My shield is gonna break here, but I think that's fine. Oh, it didn't break. Let's go. Dodge. Oh, I dodged the pivot grab. This is the best it's ever gone. I'm not even at 100% yet. Ow. I could have dodged that better. But I got a taunt out of it, so worth it? Oh no, oh no. How did that hit me? I was shielding. Okay, that's not good. The get up roll, perfectly timed there. Oh no, 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 no. That was so close to dying. One more taunt, I think, will do it. Okay, is this it? Yes! Thank you, Kazuya. Your taunt is so overpowered. The spears obtained from mastering this battle allowed me to unlock, without a doubt, the greatest leaf on the skill tree, an additional mid-air jump. With such a massive boost to my mobility and recovery, what could possibly stop me now? Nothing in the Temple of Light, that's for sure. I would make a joke about it being a light burden or something, but that would imply that it was actually a burden to squeeze the life out of Pit as I propelled him to his death, which will never not be fun. This unlocked the entire right side of the map, so I stomped some Goombas. I said stomped some Goombas as I made a beeline for the third overworld boss. Bullet Bill was very nearly another one-star Mario tragedy, but my spirit-equipped Franklin badge turned it into a comedy instead. Rick the Hamster provided nowhere safe to stand, resulting in a single death and one of the most scuffed wins so far, but that was the last obstacle before the Rathalos sub-area, where I cleared out every spirit to have a go with the dragon. No deaths, the only battle that even came close was Breath of the Zelda. At this point, I was pretty confident in my boss strategy. Like, I've already beaten a giant demon turtle and a failed Decepticon, how hard could a basic dragon really be? My first attempt seemed to confirm this notion as I came within striking distance of success, but Rathalos has plenty of dirty tricks that the previous couple didn't. For one, he can fly, and it's kind of hard to punch a thing when it's hovering above you, raining big flaming death balls onto your head. Secondly, he can retreat into the background to lob even bigger flaming death balls at Kazuya, where it's impossible to hit him at all. However, Rathalos is the first and only boss to alleviate this absolute, let's call it what it is, brain-dead cheating by providing items throughout the battle, pitfalls and Deku Nuts, both of which can lead to a stun when used properly. But these opportunities are rare and the items are rarer. Pitfalls are only any good when he's airborne, and my nuts have to land directly on his face for a critical hit. Easier said than done when his head is jerking around like an ADHD yo-yo, but that's not the worst part. In order to pick up an item, I need to air dodge while inside of it, and that makes the timing uncomfortably tight, like a few frames at best. After 40 minutes with no improvement, I nabbed a couple of handy skill tree upgrades and got back to it. With my fists empowered and my run impactful, I felt confident in my spirit setup, and it was time to settle this. My refreshed go-round was finally up to snuff, and although it's all too easy for an attempt to end in a single careless moment, it's all the other moments that add up to a spectacular victory. You wonder how hard Galeem will be? Don't make me think about it. Let's just get through this. Tail swipe. Easy enough. Oh, and he's attacking the wrong direction. Ow. Missed that. He recovers so fast. I really don't want to miss this. Nice. Nice. Yes! The double stun. And I have barely any damage. This is going so well. Oh, another Deku Nut, please. This is so good. This is so good. I really don't want to get confident and say this is the time, but if there was ever a time... Okay, I gotta get away from that side. Oh, there's another Deku Nut. Yes, turn around, please, please, turn around. Yes, let's go. That's huge. That's a perfect opportunity for a taunt. And he attacks the wrong way. Okay, this is gotta be it, right? Unless I get cheesed off the side, and I'm just so locked in right now. No, not the shield break, not again, not again. Mash, 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 mash. Okay, that's good, that's good. That's a taunt. A little bit of damage, but I can take it. I can take it. This might be the point to get greedy. I'm so close. Okay, tail whip. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. Perfect spot dodge. Let's go. Okay, this is it. This is it. Right here. Right here. Yes! Didn't even get close to 100% damage. That win was so clean that it's the polar opposite of a Smash Bros. Player. While I could go straight for Galeem at this point, I'm not sure if I'm ready, so it's time for a little side quest to further inflate my power level. World of Light has special dojos that can permanently modify spirits. These are always accompanied by downsides, but if those affect stats that I'm not using, it doesn't really matter. The overthrow style boosts grab range and throw power at the expense of normal and special attacks. Sounds perfect. I needed a boat captain to reach the Street Fighter sub area, but my Wild World captain couldn't captain the ship. No, I still don't have the right captain. Forcing me to captain again to have a proper captain. But the embodiment of a Star Rod blocked my way in, comprising 4 powerful Kirbys that would mob me whenever I grabbed one. I tried to counter this with super armor, but that just made it impossible to recover when I eventually did get launched. I can throw the Star Rods back at them, but that's just not enough. Maybe instead of changing my strategy, I just need to view the world through a new set of eyes. DK has been great so far, but his cheese doesn't really work simultaneously against a whole gaggle of Kirbys. My boy Bowser has been waiting for the spotlight ever since I unlocked him, and his throws are perfect to help me here. Forward and back throw both kill reliably, while up and down deal lots of damage to nearby enemies with their generous hitboxes. Oh, I hit all of them with that single down throw. Nice. Plus, they last longer, giving me a greater period of invulnerability to plan my next move. Combined with stellar star stick spam, he was exactly what I needed. I street fought my way to overthrow Zangief, and while some battles were tough, none posed a serious threat. With some newly powered up PNGs in my pocket, it's time to kill God and restore balance to the universe. But first, I need to kill his right hand, and my first attempt made it abundantly clear that Kazuya wasn't gonna cut it. Rathalos may have flown from time to time, but Master Hand's default state is languishing mid-air. This might be the worst a first attempt has ever gone for a boss. My first attempt with Lucas was much more promising, especially because air attack spirits boosted the power of my tether. It still wasn't a free win by any means, but as I chipped away at his health bar, I relearned his attacks and how to avoid them. Air dodge the drill, roll away from the snap, jump over the lasers, shield the slap, and ledge grab the missile. Zare's quick activation usually left me enough time to react, but it's not all sunshine and rainbow snakes. Staling is a feature that will decrease a move's power the more often it's used, and since I only have a single option, my snake is about to be more stale than French bread a single day after it was baked. Seriously, a baguette progresses from food to melee weapon in a startlingly short period of time. Here we go again. Darn, once I jump once and use Zare, I can't really jump again. Oh, nice, I dodged that. Okay, this is going pretty well actually, especially compared to some others. Nice. Let's get some impact run on stales, nice. Probably better to have a shield broken there than anything else. Oh, air dodging there is definitely the play. Okay, this is going quite well. Not ideal, but we're still possibly fine. Yes, okay, nice. Okay, at least that parries me, it doesn't launch me. Oh, I didn't think I'd get hit by those lasers. Okay, I'm so close. I'm actually so close right now. No, drop me, drop me, drop me, please. Please, like 2 more. This could be it. Yes! Okay, that's it. That's Master Hand. That's Master Hand beaten with only Lucas, Zares, and Impact Run. Galeem has the same issues as Master Hand, so it was once again Snake Boy's time to shine. Or so I thought. There are some analogs between the two battles, but Galeem has a significantly larger health pool that contributes to the terrifying reality of a second phase. As my staling issues are multiplied, the boss becomes much more aggressive, and each attack receives a dangerous upgrade. It's quite possible to make 0 mistakes in phase 1, then get absolutely cooked as soon as Galeem turns up the heat. After nearly an hour of attempts, I was still far from the finish line, but Lucas isn't the only character with a Zare attack. Toon Link has one too, and yeah, no, that sucks. It's definitely not going to work. In hindsight, I probably should have given Samus a try, but at the time I thought her suitless counterpart would serve me better. So it's time for side quest number 2. A quick trek across the map and a 4-star shield spirit later. Oh, he just killed himself, he walked into the bomb. Hey, I didn't know Joe Biden was in this game. And now back to Galeem. Playing as ZSS took a bit of getting used to, but her faster jumps and fall speed allowed me a lot more flexibility in how I dodge attacks. Move staling remains a serious issue, but this is offset by my new Zare dealing slightly more damage. Okay, impact run, let's go. What? Okay, that's bad. No, did I get hit there? I couldn't even tell. So many things flashing on screen. I think, no, I was trying to go down. One bad attack and I could just be dead. I don't like this. I don't like this. No! And as I inched closer and closer to success with each new failure, I realized something important. This challenge is the Dark Souls of Smash Bros, and I had no choice but to get good. Okay, here we go again. Pretty easy start. Oh, Forbidden Air that I'm trying not to use. I guess if any fight was to make me start using it, it would be here. Stop running. Just let me hit you. Okay, well, I'm safe here now. That's Impact Run. Come on. Unstale, unstale. Okay, almost to half health. Decent start. Phase 2 any second now. That's phase 2. That's safe. Okay. Oh, I got hit by that explosion. 15%. Okay, that's lasers. That's worrying. That's safe. No! No! Not the double laser hit. I was trying to crouch, but it made her crawl. I think I got hit by the character explosion. I don't think I can take any more hits from anything. I think I... I had no choice but to jump that one. Okay, I'm fine. Oh, that's lasers. Okay. It's getting close. This is always where I seem to die, though, so I'm not exactly confident. Okay, that's fine. I think I can just stay off stage. I can dodge this at least. We're so close. We're so close. No, that's lasers. Wait, that's perfect, actually. I just gotta deal enough damage now. No. No. Okay, I'm so glad I was able to step to the ledge there. I just couldn't avoid it. I'm fine. I'm fine. Easy dodge. Easy dodge. Yes! Yes, finally! Why was that so hard? Thank goodness. I'm now extremely worried about every other boss fight in this game. As I hurled myself into the gaping void, I was cautiously optimistic about what I would find in the Dark Realm. No way could anything be worse than Galeem, right? With my boss tactics and high-level spirits, I headed north and ran straight into Crazy Hand, who gave me the finger early on. Rude, but many of his attacks overlap with Master Hand, so I evolved my spirit team with a Zapfish to further boost Zair, and made quick work of him on my third attempt. Shortest boss so far, didn't even take 15 minutes. There it is. Whew, that was tense. But third tries the charm. You might be excited to enter the mysterious dimension until you learn that it's a mystery in the same way as trivia night at the local dive bar. Which spirit can float in the air? Gosh, I don't know. I wonder if it's the one with wings. While Xanth is actually the king of Twilight, I got Twilight Princess Ganondorf. Excuse me? No. As I was saying, I got Ganondorf because he can be upgraded into Dark Beast Ganon, a high-level 4-star attack spirit with the impact run effect built in. I can hardly imagine a better option for boss battles. The only fight that gave me any trouble was Andross. It's hard enough to get a grab while Ganondorf is spastically jumping around the ship, and the assist trophy makes it impossible to stay in one place for more than a few seconds, but some fresh DK cheese was enough to carry me through in the end. Okay, this could be it. Can he make it back from that? Even with low gravity, that's gonna be hard for Ganon. Yes, I crushed Taboo with the help of critical healing and found myself on Marx's doorstep. But as far as boss fights go, Mr. Communist Clown was a vacation. His attacks are predictable, don't deal much damage or knockback, and I swear he has the smallest health pool in the entire game. After just 2 tries, I had the download. Hello again, Marx. Jumped over it, we're good. It's like a third of his health, and I haven't taken any damage. Ah! I gotta be ready for that. No. Oh, that's a dumb mistake to make. Uh-oh, there go his eyes. They keep coming back. Lasers. Okay, I shielded it. We're good. Impact run. Thank you. If I just don't get hit by a bunch of attacks right now. Okay, I almost jinxed myself again. That almost killed me. Shouldn't have tried to jump over it when it was so close. 5 more hits. Oh, that almost killed me. I wish I could tell that ahead of time, because whenever I jump up to attack him, Zair just takes too long to come out and I can't adjust my course. Oh, that's it. I wasn't even really looking at my health. Marx is easy. With those delicious new skill spheres burning a hole in my pocket, I upgraded my Zairs and dodges before heading east. But blocking my path to Dracula was Crazy Hand. I beat him last time, so I guess he's just crazy enough to challenge me again. It was slightly harder. I think he had more health or maybe dealt more damage, but that might have been a function of my new spirit team. Still, I won't pretend that anything I beat on my second try was particularly hard. Dracula's castle is a long sub-area, but its namesake and final boss is the only part worth discussing. Dracula's second phase is significantly different from his first, gaining an entirely new form with over twice as much health, but the absurd amount of nearly undodgeable combo projectiles will soften me up before round 2, allowing a massive lightning-fast claw swipe to finish me off. To make phase 1 even trickier, his head is the only vulnerable target, which is extra hard to hit with my laser-thin Zair while falling and completely negates the possibility of switching to Kazuya. Oh no. That just killed? Okay, I was about to say I should keep my distance. Uh oh. No! He's gonna turn around. I literally predicted it, and then I still jumped straight into it. Well, this is not ideal, but... Oh, okay, I'm dead. Oh, shielded it. Nice. Okay, that's close, that's close. Like, 2 more? 2 more? No! No, 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 no! That's the process. To survive, I need to dodge, and to dodge, I must learn his attack patterns. Eventually, I beat phase 1 with no damage, which was exactly what I needed for yet another heartbreaking failure. But sometimes, a confidence boost is more powerful than an actual power boost. Alright, Chespin, you're just in time to see me actually beat Dracula. Like, for real this time, though. I really don't want to take any damage here, because it always goes wrong in the beast part. Ha! He just insta dealt like 30%. Well, 63. It could definitely be worse. Yeah, that's how the bosses go. Oh, that attack is so scary. Okay, sure. I honestly don't expect to win this time, just given how all of these have gone in the past when I've gotten this far. But I'd certainly like if I could end it here. I just kind of have to get lucky that he doesn't do an attack that I can't deal with while I'm trying to attack. No. Okay, I'm so glad that dealt like no knockback. That was close. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad to be done with that. To get to the Dark Realm's final area, I had to once again go through Crazy Hand. But at this point, I think I've proved that's not a big deal. Almost half health, barely any damage, as soon as I say it. No! I should have dodged that. That's on me. No, not the grab. Let me go. Well, now my kill percent. Just shield it. Good dodge. Okay, we're almost there. One more. Okay, I went for it there, which was an incredibly risky move. First try, baby! The first try, and hopefully not the last. At this point, I've really learned how to play without attack, so I'm not too worried about what Ganon has to offer. After a true buzzer beater on Tiny Kong and a close battle with Mecha Fiora, I ran into Akira. Or, well, his fists ran into me. Quite a few times. With 180 health, Ryo and his hard-hitting Immortal Assist trophy partner had a DPS far beyond what I could hope to manage with grabs and throws alone. Clearly, Bowser did not have the cheddar potential needed to succeed here. With Donkey Kong, though, I died a lot anyway. But it does mean that all I need is one clean opening. It doesn't matter that I was 100 health behind, it matters that he hit the blast zone first. And now, at Ganon's doorstep, it's time to see if Kazuya is still useful. He is not. Compared to ZSS or Lucas, he's slow and clunky, can't hit while airborne, and is a bigger target. Ganon leaps around constantly, and I can only get him from behind, so I think it's time to retire my taunt attack and get back with the best girl. Although Zero Suit isn't a free win here or anything, she's as quick to die as she is on her feet, and I died time after time with just an inch left to go. As long as I'm behind him, I am in much less danger. But after the staling, I start dealing damage so much slower. And also, what was that? I dodged through his sword, and then he got me with them anyway. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, please keep hitting not toward me, Ganon. Knowing whether to run out of range or whether to shield is so tough. Well, it's doable, but I saw that, but I couldn't dodge. Because when the Zare's out, I can't dodge. At Death 300, I become a Lumario VTuber? No. That almost killed. This is still winnable, but not easily. I can't get hit at all if I want to win this. So close. Just like 5 more hits. 2 more hits. If that. Yes! Alright. But you know that's not gonna stop me long. Not when I'm this close to the end. Heck, Ganon barely held me up for 20 minutes all told. Dargon was always the one I needed to worry about. While I knew it worked for Galeem, and they're two sides of the same coin, Dargon has plenty of unique attacks. Like, tearing a hole in the space-time continuum that slows me down. And that health bar, is disgustingly huge. This is a war of pure attrition, and it really starts to heat up as soon as the second phase begins. If I get seriously injured before then, I might as well just quit and start over, because I'll need every drop of leeway I can get when multiple attacks are coming out and I'm still in disadvantage from the last one. Of course, as the final boss of the second main area, he deals a lot of damage, and the sheer amount of particles that fly from these flashy attacks can make it hard to tell what he's going to do next. It was around this point that Stylish, a chat member, bet 250 euros that I couldn't defeat Darkon before death number 250, so, you know, incentives. But after a very close attempt ended with death 246, it was unclear whether that gamble would pay off. No! That's death 247. Well, okay, that might be it. Yeah. We're living. Just needed to avoid... I forget that every time. This is the end of the stream. One way or another. Gun. Oh, I'm so good. I can't believe I actually managed to not get hit there. Oh, yes. Darkon appeared perfectly for me to get some free hits in. Good dodge. This is exactly how I want my attempts to start. Okay, that's it. Phase 2. Oh, a stun, not phase 2. That's perfect. It allows me to get my staling back before phase 2. Okay, that's phase 2. Nice. That's fine. Okay, I got hit by Samus's bomb once. I'd say that's about as well as that could have gone. That's a really bad setup. I'm so lucky. Okay, that's the machine gun, and I have to be ready for his final... yes. Oh, I was ready for it. It was just bigger than I expected. That was close. This is definitely the best I've done up to this point. Worm again. No, it got me on the ledge. I should be fine here. That's machine gun. Okay, not great. I wasn't ready for it. This is close. This is close. Oh, stun. Stun. I think if I dare here is the play. No, like one more hit. 2 more? Yes! On the 250th attempt. Let's go! See ya, Darkon! We're in the end game now. I began slashing my way through both light and dark spirits. Isaac gave me some trouble with his generic brand master hands pushing me into the walk-off again, but with a little more caution, he didn't prove much of a threat. This heavy Ganondorf Dark Mind might have been an issue, but I just rolled with the punches as he self-destructed. It wasn't long until I made it to yet more Master and Crazy Hand battles. It took me a few tries to remember Master's moveset, and getting rudely flung into the void reminded me that it wasn't time to get complacent, but the boss fights at this point are barely harder than some spirit battles, and Master Hand couldn't even hold me back for 10 minutes. Crazy Hand was jealous of that because I beat him first try. After growing my skill tree, upgrading Andros from a giant weird monkey head into an even weirder giant brain tentacle god thing, I don't know, I haven't beaten Star Fox, freeing a couple more fighters and casually smacking down a couple more 4-star spirits that I'm not going to bother using, it was time for my final confrontations with these pestiferous fists. I felled the crazy variety forcefully at our first fight, but Master once again proved more capable. I had to learn how to exploit new weaknesses, like tricking the poor eyeless creature into falling onto his own golden spikes for extra damage. Yet another health and damage bump made long-term survival a pinch, as the already pathetic damage of my single damaging move weakened throughout the battle. But I was granted a blessing as I remembered that the brand new high-level spirits I'd been using hadn't yet been enchanted with Zangief's Grappler Aura, allowing a significant buff to my own power level. So now I just need to master this hand. If I say it's possible, I'll always lose. That is kind of true, Tommaso. Based on that logic, I just need to say it's not possible. There's no way I will win this fight. Oh, not this attack. This attack is so dumb. We're still good. And we have a chance for the stun. Oh, yes. I wish there was any warning for that. Okay, this is a tricky dodge, but I got it. I should have tried to go off stage. Knowing where to go to dodge that is quite annoying. This is... Oh, this has got to be it. Yes! The last minute stun brought it home. About time. But now the final rush begins, a gauntlet of 3 consecutive special boss stages. First up is the wild card, playable Master Hand? If only I could use the missing half of his moves. Middle Child, platforming and rematch run. I'll need to make it through all 6 Light and Dark Realm bosses with only 3 separate characters, and those fighters will likely return for the anime finale where I must beat the Light and Dark gods simultaneously. Well, nowhere to go but in. I must become Hand. Look, I'm pressing A. I'm pressing A. A is mapped to grab. These are not attacks at all. Obviously. Clearly, I promise. I love grabbing in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's such a cool mechanic. Clearly, these very violent attacks aren't attacks. I didn't say they weren't violent. I mean, I'm just saying they're not attacks. They're clearly grabs, as you can see. Oh, wait, though, actually. So I'm confused about how the controller is mapped. Wait, I can't access the move list. I should probably quit out just to make sure I do this legit. I know what my controls are. My controls are everything is mapped to grab and shield. It seems like that control setup goes out the window when I start playing as Master Hand. I can't actually be sure it's grabs because it doesn't give me the option to do that control setup. So if I press Z, nothing happens. Maybe I can get CPUs to self-destruct. They always recover, and there's nothing I can do to like push them around. Oh wait, I can push them a little. Wow. Look at all that damage. Is this actually the death of the run? Wait, Sonic just died. We got one death without attacking. We just need 49 more. Oh, Snake? Snake is dead. Yes, that's 2. It's over. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough. I'll just let them kill me. Well, that's 27 minutes of my life I'll never get back. Options. Let's try this. If it actually makes them dumber, then very easy could save this entire run. Oh, that was pretty fast actually. Oh, that's Sonic. That's 2 in 2 minutes. Yeah, come on. Yes, Cloud. Yes, that's 10. That's 10 in 4 minutes. At this rate, I'll beat this in 20 minutes. Yes, that's Samus. That's another one. That's a third. We are a third of the way through. Yeah, I think... Okay, if I don't have another death before minute 15, I'm going to quit out. Well, I got to 15 and no one else died, so... Eventually, I had no choice but to move on from this attempt after an hour and finish the rest of the stream, but I vowed to return later and experiment more to find a way through. One problem: once this level is complete, there's no way to replay it other than going back through the entirety of World of Light. Why? I managed to avoid the Light Realm with the help of a kindly Discord stranger who lent me their half-complete save file, but still, that's an hour and a half of my life I'll never get back. Not because the battles were tough when I was slashing through them with no rules on very easy, but because of the loading and travel times for each fight. Oh my god! I made it. Let's do some science. I already knew that it was possible to make computer players self-destruct, so now it was time to see just how good they could be at not being good at the game. And what I found is that every character, even Meta Knight, can slip up, except for Big Fat King Croc. With only a teen of enemies left, progress was halted in a stalemate as not a single fighter kicked the bucket. After an absurd wait that maxed out the stage timer, a single Meta Knight flew too far from the sun, which opened up a trickle of new deaths. But it halted at 10 and I just couldn't get it any lower. With no way to actually affect the battle other than a gentle caressing push which opens me up to every attack in their arsenal and can't even stop them from reaching the stage again, I'm doomed to use buttons. Whether this counts as an attack is up to you, but I think I have to say challenge failed just in case. Sure, I could go for one of the alternate endings to avoid this, but that would just be a boring repeat of a pre-completed boss battle. Besides, we all know the true ending is the actual way to go. It's literally called the true ending. When the game locks away all my options like control scheme and fighter switch and spirit teams, what do I have left? I hope it doesn't stay like this, but for now, I have to move on. I've left a download link for the save file in the description if you want to experiment, although fair warning, you'll need a hacked Switch to access it. If you think I'm wrong and this isn't actually attacking, or you've discovered some new tech that saves the run, there's no better place to say so than my Discord server. My moderator Cass helps me route this run, and he wanted me to tell you to join so you can hang out, share art and ideas, or even help me plan future projects. I figure if you've made it so far in this absurdly long video, you'll feel right at home there. For now, I have to leave that unfortunate episode in the rearview mirror and focus on the boss rush. The preliminary platforming portion has a checkpoint afterward, so it doesn't matter how many soldiers I lose. Right now, I just need a plan for taking down 6 bosses with 3 characters and only a couple of heals. First things first, optimal spirit team. Beast Ganon is absolutely in play, along with a great fairy. Normally this critical health heal would only apply once in a battle, but this time is special. It activates separately for every character and every reload, adding up to hundreds of % over the course of a single attempt. This is absolutely vital, and I have no clue how I'd have managed without. The last spirit slot lets me boost my attack power. Next, I had to assemble my crack team, aptly named because these fighters would have to be on illicit substances to take down a small army with naught but a Zaire, a prayer, and a dream. At first, I traded out Lucas for Luigi. Despite looking forward to unlocking him for half the run, Luigi's Zaire kinda sucks for damage output, and my mobility takes a huge hit from his lackluster airspeed. And taunts just aren't flexible enough to cut it in a long-form assault like this. But maybe if one Samus has been holding down the fort this whole time, 2 more of them can't hurt? I hadn't used her all run, and only unlocked the the Dark Echo quite recently. Turns out their multi-hit Zair is fantastic for damage, and I can boost everyone's with an Electric Spirit. Getting that second hit is rather inconsistent, and holds me in place longer so I can't dodge, but absolutely cleaving through health bars made that so worth it. Speaking of, which health bars do I need to be worried about? Some bosses are more equal than others, leaving Marks and Gallium at the bottom of the food chain. With some of the lowest health and most predictable attacks, I could usually manage to come out mostly unscathed. Those massive mad monstrosities of Bowser and Ganon might be a bit scarier, but I've trained for this. I've got a solid chance of coming out with just a few more scratches and no lost fighters. But anything can happen against Rathalos and Dracula, from getting obliterated in random projectile combos to being batted around like a ping pong ball while missing every single one of my item throws. These battles are not to be trifled with, and a fallen soldier is almost an expectation. That's why I began my attempts with Dracula, where a solid start could set the tone for the whole shebang, and major mistakes allowed for a reset with no penalty. If that went well, I could choose the next fight based on convenience and my current damage. It wouldn't be time for Rathalos until I could get a fresher start, although even that advantage was no guarantee things would go smoothly, as even one or two missed dodges can rack up dangerous damage. Any boss, no matter how easy I said they were, is a serious threat capable of ending a good run. So there's nothing left to do except get lucky and get better. Soon, I realized that Ganon might be a bigger threat than I'd given him credit for. Dying during a fight isn't too big a deal unless my next character also takes significant damage, so maybe I can make this work by hoarding health in the hub area? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you every boss in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate beaten without ever attacking. What? What did I just hit? Did I hit Ganon? I suppose it's worth a try. Not bad so far. Ah. Not okay. Shield break is bad, but I don't think he has anything to capitalize on it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Another shield break. Is that just an instant shield break? No, I can't avoid that if I'm staring. If I can still beat this without dying, it could be worth continuing. For one more. Okay, that could have been worse. I have the critical heal with Dracula. If I get through phase 1 without taking almost any damage, then it's possible to beat phase 2. Yeah, I should be ready for that. Behind? Nice. Okay, get behind. No! It wouldn't let me roll through. What even hit me there? Well, that's a bad Dracula phase 1 if I've ever seen one. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll pull something crazy out in phase 2. Well, I guess I'll try finishing this up with Samus. At least I have a bit of a longer reach. How did... That deals so much damage, and it targets. Okay, well, that sucked. Well, I got my heal at 100%, and I guess we'll see how I do. I don't expect to live this. At least I'll have 2 heals to help me through the rest. Okay, got the Deku Nut. Nice! Fly, fly, please fly. Fly! Yes. Nice. This is going surprisingly well. Deku Nut. That did a lot of damage. I gotta dodge this, then I'll get to use the Deku Nut. No, it didn't hit his head. That's risky. Okay, got a stun. If I can actually win this with this Samus, that would be huge. How does that hit me? I'm literally in his tail, and his roar still hits me. Well, last character. If I can do this okay, maybe I can take down Marks, Gallium, and Giga Bowser. I have a couple heals to work with. Oh, why does shielding those not work? Okay, I might just die here based on that. And I'm at 100%. Come on, just die. Just die. Just a couple more good hits should do it. Okay, that's it. That's it. Question is, do I use the heal? I don't think I can afford to, frankly. I think I have to do Marks. Okay, I used the heal by accident. Darn. At least Marks is easy compared to the rest of them. Uh-oh. Shield. That's not good. I don't think I've had to heal yet, so I still have that in my back pocket. I want to avoid any damage if possible, but I think I'll be okay. I think I need to get hit. purposely. And then I do Gallium, and then I heal, and then I do Giga Bowser. I think that's my path to victory. If I can beat Gallium, I think I've got Giga Bowser in the bag. Does that hit me? That broke the final hit broke my shield. I guess I gotta try spot dodging it. Okay, there's my heal. No, I couldn't dodge that. Okay, avoided the shield break that time. Big, huge, even. Okay, that was close. Please, please. One more hit might kill me. Okay, I think I'm fine. Yes, yes! This could be it. I just need to not choke on Giga Bowser. I'm so ready to be done with this. Okay, good start, and I still have my heal. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to get hit by that, but still doing okay. Well, there goes my heal. It all comes down to this. I need to play this extremely safe. I think this could be it. I should not jinx myself. Actually, yeah, there's no way I win this. I'm just too bad at the game to win this right now. Okay, okay. Yes! Yes! Finally! This stupid boss rush is over! Die, Giga Bowser, die a slow and painful death. See, it was easy. All I needed was 2.5 hours along with a near flawless second half of my 17-minute long final attempt. But there's no vacation as I'm immediately thrust into the final boss fight. Galeem and Darkon simultaneously with boosted health and new attack patterns. Against these behemoth health bars, my normally puny damage becomes absurdly pitiful, and when Staling is added to the equation by phase 2, I'm basically doing nothing anymore. But this battle does have an all-important saving grace that must be completely mastered to come out on top. The two gods can damage each other. Finally, a damage source that doesn't entirely rely on my extremely limited moveset. I just need to manipulate their attacks by putting myself in super dangerous positions. Amazing! Although my first attempt went much better than I would have expected for starting with only 2 characters. Look, that seems like a reasonable amount of health left for a third fighter to deal with, right? On my next try, I almost managed to take out Darkon. Keyword almost. That little sliver probably represented another 5 to 10 hits. Galeem is so close to dead. That's it! That's it! Galeem down! I just need to beat Darkon with this. Come on. Just a few more good hits. Well, they'll explode eventually. What?! Did I just get up-aired by Rosalina? Yeah, okay, they're gonna do some damage to each other at least. No! I tried to grab the ledge and drifted just past it. I'm safe right here. Unless he does that. Ah, darn, that was a lot of damage. Well, it's almost phase 2. Got the tether. Uh-oh. No! Okay, no. No! I thought I had another jump! No! Look at the health bar! Every time I get this close, and then it's just ripped away. As close attempt after closer attempt mounted up, I became sure that I was missing some tiny piece of the puzzle that could push me over the precipice. So I double-checked my spirit team and noticed that the evolved Andross was nearly 1,000 points more powerful than Beast Ganon, and I could get a 2,000 defense boost at the cost of 1,300 attack. Because my Zares mattered a lot less than the frenemy fire I'd been exploiting, I took the hit and began the battle anew with 50% more damage reduction. Critical health stat increases would make up for the loss of Impact Run, and I also switched out Dark Samus for Youngling because chat told me to, I guess. I really hope that explanation holds up in court when I need it. Anyway, behold the results of my strategic reshuffling. Oh yeah, look at that absolutely pitiful amount of damage. No, why do they just get to teleport out of the way of each other's attacks? Oh, Darkon's about to get hit. Very nice. Wow, I didn't take that much damage there, and they did a decent amount to each other. Yeah, maybe defense is the play here, since I can barely deal damage. Stop teleporting around. No, I tried to dodge that. Okay, that's Darkon phase 2. Oh, nice. That's perfect. A lot of those are hitting Darkon. Very nice. This is going quite well. I think the Spirit Team switch up was a good play. Question is, how well will Youngling play once I get to him? If I have to get to him, I'd rather I just beat it with GSS. Well, yeah, that can't really happen. Safe? Yes. Somehow. No damage. Still doing alright. Ah. Well, it wasn't too much damage. Oh no! Darn, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. Okay, well, I survived. I am not safe from those electric balls. Oh, I had nowhere to go there. This is bad, but still potentially salvageable. Okay. Decent dodges there. They're quite low health, and I still have one more character left. Oh, I stunned Darkon. Yeah, get him, Galeem. Get him. Oh, that was a perfectly timed roll. I'm gonna focus Darkon so I don't have to face him alone. This... I'm not gonna say anything about how this is going. Let's just make it happen. Oh, I just got... Okay, I got destroyed by all those. No, I didn't mean to kill Galeem. Help. No. No, that almost killed. That actually almost killed. Can I deal enough damage here? No, a bad... No. It's so close. Please. Can I just hit him like... Okay. He has no health. I cannot see his health bar. Yes! I guess Link was the play. I really don't know. Maybe Samus could have done it too. With only 2 hours of attempts and 10 straight minutes of perfect play, I've done it! Smash Ultimate's World of Light is beaten without any normal or special attacks, only grabs, taunts, and snazzy spirit combos. Except, of course, for Master Hand, but I'm erasing that little blip from my memory the microsecond I'm done making this video. Thank you so much for coming with me to the very end of this journey. It's been a wild ride, but it can always get wilder, so if you want to see more Smash Bros content, make sure to absolutely tap those like, share, and subscribe buttons while you leave a comment with your best ideas. Have an ultimate smashing super day, brothers and sisters. See you next time.